All right, bring that up. 31 and 10.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
No, who can what?
Who can find a virtuous woman?
The Lord said who can find the virtuous woman. Meaning that man is going to have to be the one that finds you, not that woman on a search for that man. All right, so that's a good thing. So you will have to be shamefaced, obedient, submissive, loving, and good behavior until that man finds that diamond, until he finds that ruby. Right? You can rush right there. Bring it up. We're going to hold that. We're going to read it.
Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine.
You don't want to be given too much wine. Are you giving too much wine? Okay, all praise. All right, two fat glasses?
No, like about that.
What do you call a glass?
A cup is like this, but you know how to glass. I only drink this much. I'm not supposed to overdrink.
All right, you got different type of glass.
Right.
You got the Super Bowl glass.
Right.
Super Bowl
The
cup.
teaspoon glass. That's
Oh,
what
the
I got.
teaspoon glass. Or the classy glass.
Yeah.
Champagne glass.
Yeah.
All right.
Teachers of good things,
Teachers of good things.
that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste.
Discreet. So you don't want to be the open book. Everybody should know everything about you. You shouldn't be that sister where everybody knows everything. They know your past. They know your plans.
Right.
They know what you want to do. They know where you live.
Right.
All the men in the congregation know where you live.
Dang.
'Cause they all walk you home.
Okay.
Right? We don't want to do that.
Right.
So the point, you want to be discreet. And when you're discreet, it puts a mystery on you. Like, who is this sister? She's quiet as hell, man.
Right.
She's always on time.
Right.
She ain't looking at nobody because she always reading. Who is this, man?
Yeah.
Then a brother may, approach and respect and honor and may ask, are you married? Right? You may put one eye up, one eye in the scripture and see if that's something you want to do, or you may not. But you got to be shamefaced, man.
Right.
Right, Vito?
To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home,
Read that again.
discreet, chaste, keepers at home.
What does that mean to be a keeper at home?
Stay home. Basically.
A wife home? A
Do
home
your
wife?
house duties. Housemaid. That's what I am, a housemaid. That's
Right,
what
meaning no Taco Tuesdays,
Take
man.
your kids out.
Ain't no bar, there's no happy hour. The Lord is against women just going out, showing their legs, man. All right, let me see what I'm gonna get into tonight. They step out the house, they put their high heels on, right? They put on that shea butter and they try to allure the eyes of the simple. The Lord said you should be a keeper at home, and that's not a bad thing. You know how much fun you can have at home? One thing is important that you can do at home. 9 times out of 10, you're safe at home. Right. If you're out in the streets, you could get kidnapped, right? Something can happen to you.
Right.
The Lord wants you to use wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Say, you know what? Let me take care of my children. Let me make sure I got everything in order, and I'm gonna be a keeper at home. Read.
Good, obedient to their own husbands,
Right. You don't have a husband, right? Okay.
that the word of God be not blasphemed.
And you would blaspheme God's words if you were disrespectful and disobedient to your husband. So if your husband says something in order and respect to you, and you go against that, you're blaspheming the words of God. You're highly disrespecting God's words, which would be showing how much you care about the Most High. Go to 1 Timothy chapter 5 and start at verse number 8. You can start at 6.
1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse number 6. But she that liveth in pleasure,
She that liveth in pleasure. Now, who are these women that live in pleasure? Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, right? City girls. They live in pleasure. They driving a Lambo trucks, right? Don't mess with my man. I'm gonna be the one that bring it. Just want to live in pleasure and sin and wickedness, man. With Hot Girl Summer, right? What other songs? What other songs is out there? All praise to the Most High.
All praise.
Right, that's great.
God dang.
Because if you did listen to it, it's going to subconsciously corrupt your mind. Now you're going to start feeling like you stunting on people, and you stepping on people, and you stunting on your ex, and all these wicked things that they put in these songs. The Lord said, she that liveth in pleasure
is dead while she liveth.
you'll be a dead person walking.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll be a dead person walking. Because if you lived in sin, and that's applied to men too, but essentially the Lord's making a direct point to the woman. Because you're supposed to be the most sacred, beautiful flower that nobody sees, isolated from the world. So if you're living in the exact opposite, In this world, in this dark world, the Lord said you might as well be a dead body walking, man. You might as well be a crackhead. You might as well be somebody that just has no hope, a cancer patient, right? The 4th stage. Bring that up.
Come on, keep going on that?
Yeah.
Come on. Verse number 7. And these things give in charge, that they may be blameless. But if any provide not for his own, and it's like it, especially for those of his own house, he have denied the faith and is worse than an infidel.
Right?
Let not a widow be taken into the number under 60 years old, having been the wife of one man. Well reported of for good works.
Right, so a woman's supposed to be well reported of good works. Now this is talking about a widowed woman, but you have different classes of widowed woman. You have the age widowed woman, you have the younger widowed woman. The Lord said after a certain age, they're numbered, not the women are classified as elders, but they have a different decency of respect than the younger because of the work and the things that they've done. You know?
Well reported of for good works. If she have brought up children.
She have what?
If she have brought up children.
So women are supposed to bring up children?
If she have lodged strangers.
Lodged strangers, this is in the ancient world. So it may be a lot of apostles traveling, doing the work of God, and she may open up her house, right, to wash their feet, cook for them, lodge them, clothe them, whatever the case may be, wash their clothes, you know?
If she have washed the saints' feet.
Now, how many women are going to wash feet nowadays, man? You ask a woman to wash it, and it could be your woman. You ask your woman to wash her feet, she may look at you like, I mean, what are you talking about?
Right.
I mean, wash her feet. What am I? Right? What do you think this is? Right? It takes a very humble, virtuous woman to want to serve her man. And serve her man isn't to be defamed as a slave or anything undermining.
Right.
Because when we serve the Most High, I don't feel like a slave.
Right.
I don't feel like the Lord looks down at me and spits on me. I willingly want to serve the Most
That's
High.
right,
Because
right.
all of the things He done for me. The same way a husband may clothe you, protect you physically, mentally, provide for you. All of these things are reasons to give back in the things that He desires. You understand? We're doing?
If she have relieved the afflicted. If she have diligently followed every good work.
If she have what?
If she have diligently followed every good work.
Meaning she got to be like a stalker. She got to stock out all of the precepts. Stock out all of the commandments. What did Ezekiel say? You got to have that note pen.
Right.
Right? You got to have that highlighter.
Right.
You got to have that journal. You got to have all of these different things, right? And going into it through the Spirit so that you may have the understanding about the whole side. You know?
But the younger widows refuse. For when they have begun to wax wanton.
Wanton means they just impatient and they're having lust. They're just waxing wanton. And these are widows. So you have an elder woman, which is like an elect woman. She has literally stepped back from all of the pleasure that she could receive by getting another husband, going out to bingo, having fun, going to her daughter's house, sipping wine and having Taco Tuesday and turning up. She put all of that to the side that she may give her life to the ministry. But then you have the younger woman. What do younger women want to do? Dance, club, drink, be on the phone, be on FaceTime, go out. Their mind is in this world. It isn't upon the commandments of the Most High. Right, you doing?
For when they have begun to wax wanton against Christ, they will marry, having damnation.
Having what?
Having damnation.
Right, why do they have damnation? The Lord said that it's better for a woman to abstain from this life. Right, it's not a sin to be married. But guess what you're giving up? You're giving up a life to be an elect woman. You're giving up a life of serving the Most High that you may serve men. Right, you doing?
Because they have cast off their first faith.
Right, their first faith was the Lord. Right, you doing?
And with all, they learn to be idle.
They learn to be idle. Now, when women don't have really a lot of leadership, and it's some women, not all women, because certain women, they don't need that structure that other women need. You know, some men need more structure than other men, more children, whatever the case may be. You may be able to leave your daughter in a room while you go check the phone real fast and then come back. But then you may have another daughter, she may be climbing up a wall, playing with the extension cords in the back of the teeth. What does this do? Why is she sticking this and sticking that? Read on.
And with all, they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house.
Doing what?
Wandering about from house to house.
What does that sound like?
Man, it looks like
Right, being an unwanted guest.
Right.
Right, just go ahead.
Going to everybody's house and then not wanting you there.
Right, they want you there,
See that?
but you shouldn't be there.
That's right.
Right, go ahead.
So showing up to a house uninvited. Oh, so hanging around the wrong crowd.
Hanging around the wrong crowd. That's the right answer. Right, so the Lord says certain women that idle, they're just wandering around from house to house. Read on.
And not only idle, but tattlers also.
Now they're gossipers. How many women gossip? You should know.
Everybody.
Everybody gossip, right? They may call you and say, sister. Let me say, girl. Whatever they say, let me tell you.
Like, gotta go.
Right.
Let me tell you. What do they say?
Woo, child.
They say, woo, child.
Tell me why.
Or they tell me why. What's the tea? Guess what? Right? They say that one phrase.
You ain't gonna believe
You
this.
ain't gonna believe this. Child. Right? And then you sitting up there, you fumbling, you almost got in the car, then you pull over to the side of the road. You give it your undivided attention. Right, we doing?
But tattlers also and busybodies.
Busybody. But she all over the place, man. She in Derek's business. She's damn sure in Wanda's business.
See that?
Because Wanda's in Cherry's business. And Cherry, she is in everybody's business. Right? So you don't want to be tattletelling, wandering. These are things that evil women do. Right, we doing?
Speaking things which they ought not.
You can't tell me he's not talking about a so-called black woman.
Right.
Read that last part again.
Speaking things which they ought not.
Right, just speaking things they ought not. Read that.
I need a definition. That's just them lying.
Right, just lying. Fibbing. Right?
So they can start drama.
So they can start drama. Right, the wisest children of tonight.
Right. Verse 14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house.
Guide the house. The Lord wants the woman to marry young. So that you're not out. Let's say you're 55 years old. Not that you are. Let's say you're 60. There's nothing wrong with coming into the knowledge of the Lord and then finding a husband. But you don't want to live a life of wickedness, fornication, and sin all the way up to you 60. You damaged goods. You worn out.
Right.
You've been through 5 marriages. 17 men. Right now you just, I done knocked it all up. Now I might as well just throw in the towel. Right now you want to be a wife. Right, the Lord is against that.
Right.
The Lord wants that woman to be a virgin, pure, holy, and given to that man at a young age that they may wax old together. Right, you know? So like,
Bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary.
give none occasion to the adversary
To speak reproachfully.
to speak reproachfully. Meaning your mouth should be with wisdom and the law of kindness. Let's get that in Proverbs. But that started at 31 and 10 again.
Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies.
Right, meaning you can't buy her. Now, you got all of these gold diggers you could buy. You could whip out a wad of cash. You could pull up in a Benz truck, a Lamborghini. You could say, well, you know what? I own this building, man. You know what? I got this. I got that.
Your friends could use you for your money.
Your friends could use you for your money. All of these things, right? We don't?
The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her,
Right?
so that he shall have no need of spoil.
Read.
She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life.
Right?
She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands.
And worketh willingly with her hands. You know what women want to do now? They don't want to work. They don't want to be a housewife. All they want to do is sit up, talk trash, spend money, and be in the streets.
Right.
They don't even want to wipe down the counters, man.
Right.
They can't do anything.
Right.
The opposite.
All they want to do is beat their face in the mirror for 4 hours. As if that's the work that they need to do.
Right.
And go out and do God knows what. And the Lord says she worketh willingly with her hands.
Willingly.
Man, if she gonna willingly want to do this,
That's right.
she want to willingly do that, right? She gonna willingly want to wash the kids, willingly give that back massage to a man. She gonna willingly want to do these things. How many women want to willingly do that? Let's tell the truth.
I don't know.
0.
0.
That's right. The wisest kids of the night.
All right, bring that up.
Sure.
Verse 14. She is like the merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar.
Right, she's like a merchant ship. What is a merchant ship?
Merchant, you gotta order it like. Okay, I don't know. I don't want to be wrong. so I don't know.
You got it.
No, I don't
A
know.
merchant ship. Hold on. We're gonna read this.
Ezekiel chapter 27 and verse 27. Thy riches and thy fares, thy merchandise,
All right, what?
thy
Thy merchandise.
Read. Thy mariners.
The
and-
mariners is a man about sea, right? Meaning somebody that's in a ship, right? Read.
and thy pilots, thy caulkers, and the occupiers of thy merchandise, and all thy men of war that are in thee, and all thy company which is in the midst of thee.
Right, so you have all of these diverse men that are about sea. You may have men that are sailors. You may have men that are in the submarines. You got all of these people and they're doing diverse things about sea. They're bringing in food, brass, clothing, all of these different types of trade during these different aisles. And the Lord is saying this woman is likened unto all of the sea, bringing all of the goods to land. Meaning she could cook when she come. When they see mommy coming home, all the kids go like this.
Right.
And the husband, he get in the shower real fast, right? So he can be ready,
That's right.
right? She pull up, and then she like bringing in the food, she bringing in the laughter, she bringing in the love, like mom's home. All praise to the Most High.
That's right.
That nurturing spirit. That's the spirit you want to have. You don't want the kids don't want to say mom's home. Right, your dad man hiding under the bed. Right, he in the basement somewhere, man. He got his man cave.
Man cave.
He always in his man cave. Oh, you got it. Food's ready. Right, he in his man cave. He stick his head through the vent like this. Read that.
Come on, verse 15. She
Off.
she riseth also while it is yet night.
Well, you got to be the elect woman to do something like this,
Right.
man.
Right.
They say you rise up while it's nighttime. Who's gonna rise up in the middle of the night for a household? When? Go to sleep. Right? Who's gonna rise up? Make sure you got a plate for her husband for work. Warming up the car. She's so righteous. She got up to warm up the car. See that? That's right. She done got up in the morning. Right? She warmed up the car and woke him up with a massage. Man. That's the type of spirit you need, man. Read that.
And giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maidens.
That's beautiful, man. She could cook. Read.
She considereth a field and buyeth it.
Right.
With the fruit of her hands she planted a vineyard.
Right? Meaning she's not afraid to get her hands dirty and bring profit into the house. Read.
She girdeth her loins with strength.
That's a beautiful precept. She girdeth her loins with strength. Your loins is this section right here upon this map, right? The
I
Lord
have
says,
6 packs, is that what that means?
when you girt yourself, that means that your clothes not falling off. When you're girded about. So if you're girded about, read that again slow.
She girdeth her loins with strength.
With strength. Meaning strength could never fall off. No matter how sad you get, no matter how you feel like there's too many children in the house, bills, stress, it's the Lord with me, I'm by myself. You girt yourself as a strong woman and you never faint. You never fall away. You never feel like, you know what, I can't obtain what the Lord has said that I can do. You have to have that mentality and strength as a woman that I can do all things through the Spirit of the Most High. Read.
And strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night.
Right, meaning her spirit doesn't go out when it's nighttime. That don't mean that she stuck the candle in the window. The spirit is a flame, right? Because, I mean, even you can attest when you get mad what happens to your body. You get hot. It even says in the scriptures, he wax hot. Because that flame done got turned up. When you're depressed, you're sorrowful. Hold on real fast. When you're depressed and you're sorrowful, that flame starts to get real weary and you feel weak. Feel like your flame about to go out. All that's spiritual. When you're strong and you teaching and you going like this and you ready to fight, you in war, you can feel that adrenaline. You can feel that flame up. You can feel the spirit and you can feel that zeal. But when you're down bad, you're low, you feel like you cannot make it and you're about to die, that's that flame.
That's right.
That could go out by night. Read that again.
She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night.
Right?
She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the staff.
Right, this staff. Right, and that's literally like a working tool where they would spin, right, and get all of the things in the wool and the flax and all of the different things. You know?
She stretcheth out her hands to the poor.
That's a beautiful precept because we have to give alms as a people too. So you got to stretch forth your hands unto the poor. Meaning, not that you do this, but a lot of women, they walk right past that man that's going like this, or that woman going like this. Because we often look down at our own people. Because that could be us at a drop of a dime.
Any day.
Any day, we could be the ones looking up. The Lord said, you can give me the book of Sirach chapter 4 and verse number 3. You can't make a hungry soul wait. If you make a hungry soul wait, the Lord will judge you because he'll hear his cry. Read it.
Sirach chapter 4 and verse number 3.
Bring it out.
Add no more trouble to an heart that is vexed.
Right, meaning if this brother just damn is going through it, I can't kick him while he down. He can't kick me while I'm down. Right? You can't add more vexation to a spirit that's already vexed. Meaning, what's more vexed than having no house, having no food, having no shelter, having no type of sense of safety if any wild beast or police or any sweep comes throughout the city? Why would I want to vex him and call him a bum? You know, look at you, you don't have no money, move, nigga. Right? Just like all disrespectful, derogatory terms that a lot of our people treat the homeless. Right, we doing?
And defer not to give to him that is in need.
Defer not. Meaning, don't think about it. Just immediately do it.
That's right.
Because once you think about it, you're going to think of that bill. You're going to think of problems. You're going to think, then you're going to change it up. Now you just split what you was going to give in half. The Lord said, hey, look, just give it while it's on your spirit right then and there. Right, read that.
God. Reading on. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor.
Right.
Yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy.
Right.
She is not afraid of the snow for her household.
Right, the snow is affliction. She's not afraid of the snow for her house.
For all her household are clothed with scarlet.
Right, or clothed with scarlet. Meaning scarlet is a beautiful material, right? A red, and it's clothed to protect them from all things that could cave it in. Read on.
She maketh herself covering of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders
Right.
of the land.
Right?
She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in the time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom,
She openeth her mouth with wisdom.
and in her tongue is the law of kindness.
Is the law of kindness. What do you think that means? In her tongue is the law of kindness. She speaks positivity. Exactly. But not just positivity, she speaks thus saith the Lord. Right? So I mean if you being in this truth, sister, isn't just walking down the aisle in the Tyler Perry movie. It isn't just I'm gonna get my verse of the day, I'm gonna try to live right. It's completely all or nothing.
Right.
It's all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
I'm changing how I talk.
Right.
I'm changing how I eat,
Right.
how I dress, how I treat my daughter. I'm changing everything about my life. And I'm gonna give myself to the Most High, or I'm gonna keep myself in the world. Give me the book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Because the Lord, I mean, you either in this truth or you're not. The truth, we call it the truth because everything else is a lie.
Right.
So you either know the truth or you don't. You're either in it and establishing and
Light
abiding
is a
in
light
it,
to my path.
or you're not. Read this.
1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the
The
world.
Lord is telling us to love not the world. But what's in the world?
Everything wicked.
Everything wicked, but also things that we enjoy is in the world, man. What's in the world?
Our own desires.
Our own desires.
That's right.
Name 3 of your desires without getting too personal.
Spending money.
Spending money.
Eating.
You can eat. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, maybe not eating.
As long as you're not gluttonous.
Gambling. I'm a big gambler. I gotta
Alright,
get
you're a
delivered
big
from that.
gambler?
Big gambler.
Give me the book of Proverbs chapter
Horrible.
13 and
Horrible.
11. Hold on, I got you.
It's greed. Always wanting. I gamble because I feel like I need money to pay bills. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. So that's like greed. Yeah, I gamble for that.
All right, you said money, gambling. It's the same thing, really.
Go shopping.
It's all of that's
Big
revolving
thing.
around
All of
money.
it revolves around greed.
Right? Give me the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 9. Read that.
Proverbs 13 verse 11. Wealth gotten by vanity shall be diminished.
And that's exactly what gambling
So
is.
true. Because every time when I'm going there, God be like, "Don't do it." I'm like, "Let me just try to double it, Lord."
The Lord said, wealth
God,
gotten by
double it.
vanity shall be diminished. Meaning, if somebody hit the lottery, guess what? It's going to diminish over time. How many people have won the lottery when you go into the so-called history of it and went poor,
Yep.
went broke?
Each
How many
time.
people have robbed people, they got a quick lick, and then next week they got robbed? Next week their car got in an accident. When if somebody came up on a large amount of money, robbing somebody, finessing somebody, overtaking somebody, something wicked, and it came right back to them. It's going to diminish, but what?
Go. But he that gathereth by labor.
By what?
By labor.
By what?
By labor.
By labor. Meaning if you sitting up at work, you whipping that mop. I ain't gonna spend this damn money, man. I don't work too damn hard. Right? You gonna be thinking about that watch differently.
Right.
Them boots differently.
Right.
You gonna be thinking about that car differently, man. That chain differently. You're not gonna be sitting there thinking, right, that you could buy all things.
That's right.
Right? You gonna look at that boot and say, if I really want it, I'll save for it. You're not gonna be splurging and living your life like you some type of damn diva, man. Right? Read that.
But he that gathereth by labor shall increase.
Shall increase. Meaning the Lord is going to give you more and more and more once you start working. Because then you can handle it and the Lord will give it to you. Give me Ecclesiastes 3 and 13 to read that.
1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse number 9.
Pick it up.
But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare,
Give me Sirach 31 and 9.
and into many foolish and hurtful lusts.
Meaning what? If you love money, you're going to fall in every lust. Women are liable to be gold diggers, gamblers, right, robbers. A lot of women set men up. Right, they'll set you up, man. Women will straight up set you up. Straight up set you up.
Right.
You know what? Yeah, we could go out to dinner. I want to go to an expensive restaurant. I want to make sure that you treat me like you should. Oh yeah, I'm going to ball out for you, baby. Y'all come to my house real fast while I change before we go out. It ain't even her house. You pull up and damn get robbed in the alleyway, man.
Yep.
And she done got a track phone. She ditch it. She count the money with Robert and Timmy, man. Right in the ditch somewhere. Right, and they split up the funds. Then later on they rob her and take her half. Read that.
Which drown men in destruction and perdition.
Now they drowning in destruction. Read.
For the love of money is the root of all evil.
If you love money, I mean if you love it at all, it's the root of every problem
That's
that can
right.
ever happen. Any problem you thinking of, disrespecting your husband, bills not paid. Right, because you putting too much of a spirit on money.
Yeah, that's what
right?
I be doing.
Instead of faith in the Most High and patience. Right, if whatever it is, these boots, right, whatever it is going to lead to covetousness and idolatry. You know?
Which while some covet after, they have erred from the faith.
It's just a little gambling.
They
They have erred from the faith.
The Lord said that's erring from the faith. When you got all your faith in the Lord, or you gonna have your faith in robbery. You gonna have your faith in gambling. You gonna have your faith in the live casino. You gonna have your faith in busting a lick. Right, read it.
And pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things.
What the Lord say?
Flee these things.
Meaning get rid of it fast. When you flee from something, you running extremely fast. You know?
And follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness.
These are the things you truly should be having the fruit of and not covetousness of money. Give me the book of Sirach chapter 31 and verse 1. Give me the book of Sirach chapter 29 and verse number 4.
Sirach 31 verse 1. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh.
Right, if you watch for riches, meaning that spindy wheel, what's that called? When you put that ball in that
Roulette.
wheel.
The roulette.
Roulette.
I don't play that one. 'Cause I know stuff.
Right, you sit up there watching
that's
for
bad.
riches.
Yeah.
Just watching for that ball to hit red, man. Right, read that again.
Sirach 31 verse 1.
Right.
Watching for riches consumeth the flesh.
Now your flesh is being consumed away by you watching for carnal things. Right, you understand? Read on.
And the care thereof driveth away sleep.
And the care of money is going to drive you to not being able to sleep. Not having a sense to where you feel like you're stable in this thing. Right, bring that up.
Con, you said 29 and what?
29 out of 3.
Con. Sirach chapter 29 and verse 3. Keep thy word and deal faithfully with him, and thou shalt always find the thing that is necessary for thee. Many, when a thing is lent them, reckon it to be found, and put them to trouble that help them.
Right, so this is going into lending and lending money. Lending and receiving, you know?
Verse 5. Till he have received, he will kiss a man's hand.
He would do what?
He will kiss a man's hand.
You kissing a man's hand for money, man. Now you just changing who you are. Right, you know?
And for his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively.
Now he's speaking all submissively about it. Hey, you got that money you owe me?
Bro, you want
Remember
to
last week? You know what I'm saying? You know what? Can I borrow some money? No, girl, you wearing that jacket, man. Hey, your uncle come over. Girl, you wearing that jacket. What you been up to?
Right.
What you want? How much you want? Right? Do you take out your purse? It's
that?
changing how somebody move and talk. It's an evil spirit. Read.
But when he should repay, he will prolong the time.
He would do what?
He will prolong the
He
time.
did all of that massage. He just snuck up on you while you watching the game.
Right.
What you been up to, man? How was work today? Right? He doing all that submissive talking just so he could borrow $500. Then when it's time for him to pay, he's going to prolong the time. He's going to change his number. He's going to act like he don't know you. He's going to treat you like a stranger. Read.
And return words of grief
Man, what you want? Nigga, stop calling me.
and complain of the time.
You just called me yesterday, man.
See that?
Here you are. You owe me money. And you telling me I called you yesterday, man.
Right.
What do you keep calling me for? Now you got an attitude with you.
Right.
Nigga, stop calling me. Right now you disrespectful. He forwarding your phone calls. Or read that again, man. You can't tell when it's not a so-called black man.
Right.
Read that.
Verse 5. Till he have received, he will kiss a man's hand, and for his neighbor's money, he will speak submissively.
Right.
But when he shall repay, he will prolong the
It's
time.
gonna take forever.
He will prolong the time
Read.
and return words of grief and complain of the time.
Now he's gonna be a complainer. All of this stems from what? Money. Money, gambling, shopping, all of those things, you gotta check that. And we got things we gotta check. So don't feel like we coming at you. All of this is to help
No, I
you.
need
When
to
you
hear
leave
that.
here, sister, we want you to be a better woman.
That's right.
I
want you
feel
to
like
be
I
a-
walked over here with an empty glass, and now it's like, God, like you asked for it this morning, that's the confirmation.
All
Now,
praises.
when I'm leaving here, I'm like, do I have to read the word to keep this in my system? Do I
Huh.
have to go to
Definitely
Israelite church? What do
You
I?
most definitely gotta read the words.
That's
right?
right.
Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 3. Let's find out what you have to do. Because the Lord said you're blessed when you read. Did you know that? When you read this book, a blessing comes upon you.
That's right.
Let's find out.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 3.
Bring it out.
Blessed is he that readeth.
Blessed is he that readeth. It's not talking about your Harry Potter book.
Right.
Your Barnes and Noble special, man. This is talking about the holy words of the Most High God. Once you read this book, the Lord starts to bless you. That's not talking about you get a Benz, you get a truck, you know, you get some type of increase at work. The blessing is wisdom, knowledge, and an increase of understanding. That's what you truly get. And you know what that does for you, sister? It makes you a better person. It makes you loved and favored in the eyes of the Most High. Read on.
Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
So you even hearing the words of this book is a blessing. But that's not talking about you just go to Christianity church and they lie to you for 45 hours. That's talking about hearing the truth that I have to change. This is what I have to do. I've been lied to. There's an actual devil on the earth. And this man has corrupted not only my mind with social media, TV, and all type of distractions of sorcery, right? But he has beguiled me in everything that I believe.
That's right.
I actually believed in this man. Our people actually believed in this man. That's what their mentality is. I actually believed in him. That's a sorcery that he gives. Now, how does the Lord actually look according to the Bible?
Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Well, let's find out. Let's go to the mighty book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 13.
Oh,
And in the midst of the seven candlesticks,
Right in the midst of the seven churches.
one like unto the Son of
The
Man,
Son of Man is a title, what they call Jesus Christ. But his real name is Yahweh Shah. Can you say that?
Your house shot.
There you go, sister.
That's right.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
He had a long garment on down to the foot.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right, his paps is his chest. He had a breastplate on like a man of war. Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs were white like wool. Who has woolly hair? So-called black man. So we're getting a description of Yahweh Shai. Now, his description already, he got a breastplate on. He's strengthened up, and he got woolly hair. Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Right?
His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass.
And his feet like unto fine brass. What color is brass?
Black.
Brown, right? Like a
Yeah,
bronze.
brown.
Exactly. Right? So the Lord has brown skin. Read.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
How dark was the Lord?
As
As if they burned in a furnace.
The Lord was so dark, it looked like he got burned in a furnace. So if you take the Lord and you take him inside with brown skin and you put him inside of a furnace, he's going to be a very dark-skinned man. So, I mean, they teach you to hate black. They tell you black is ugly, it's dingy, it's disgusting, you're like a monkey. But they're actually hating the image of the Lord.
That's right.
Subconsciously, and they don't know it. Right? And whether they know it or don't know it, all of that stems from the self-hate of us. Because we're made in the Most High's image. The Most High looks just like these brothers right here. Right? Yahweh Shah looks just like these brothers right here.
That's right.
We're made in his image. They have the same strong hair, the same strong skin, and the same mind to keep the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
So we're going to give you, right, some commandments. We gave you one, right? That was kind of stretched like a rubber band. But nevertheless, we gave you the one about dressing modestly, right? How to move, how to talk, how to kind of go about things through the spirit. But you also have other commandments that you got to keep. Give me Daniel chapter 1 and verse 8. Now, do you eat shrimp, crab, and lobster?
I heard it was bad to eat. It would stop a lot of things. Yeah.
You heard it was bad to eat, or it's
In
evil
the Bible
to
it
eat.
said you shouldn't eat it because it's the scum of the ocean or something like that.
Is it bad or is it evil to eat?
Evil.
It's evil.
I thought
Right.
it was that.
A lot of the times we sugarcoat a lot, so we gotta start just getting real.
right.
It's evil to eat that. Right? Read.
Daniel,
Would you take that dog's foot and dip it in some hot sauce? Right? I mean, that's about the same thing. Read that. Dogs are scavenger. Dog can eat anything.
right.
Read that.
Daniel chapter 1 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat.
Right? Daniel said in his mind, I'm not going to defile my soul eating the king's meat. Meaning whatever he set before me, I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat pork, bacon, ham, sausage, pig ear, loins, right? All type of damn links. I'm not eating none of those things, man. I'm not eating pepperonis. Anything he set before me that's off and abominable, I can't eat it. Read.
Nor with the wine he drank.
No, I'm not going to pollute myself with the wine that he had. Read.
Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself.
That he might not defile himself. So defiling yourself would be eating things that are contrary to the Levitical priesthood that the Lord has set right through the hands of Moses and Aaron. All of these laws that the Lord gave, right, we got to keep them all. Now, if we say we're not going to keep them all, that's the Old Testament. We have been beguiled and tricked by Christianity and the so-called white man.
That's right.
Because even the Lord kept the dietary law. Right. The Lord had fringes on when he walked the earth. The Lord kept the feast of dedication. The Lord kept the feast of tabernacles. The Lord was a walking embodiment of the law. Now let's find out. Let's go to Leviticus, right, chapter 11. Let's get Pacific so we can hear it out of the Holy Bible.
Leviticus 11 verse 7.
No.
And the swine,
What swine, sister?
Pig.
Exactly.
though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he cheweth not the cud,
Right.
he is unclean to
He's
you.
unclean to you. That's plain. Read.
Of their flesh shall you not eat,
Can't eat it.
and their carcass shall you not touch.
Don't touch it.
They are unclean to you.
They're very unclean unto you. Don't you know that a pig eats anything? Anything. He eat blood,
Right,
bones,
right.
other pigs, feces, urine, anything that's on the ground, throw up, he'll eat it, he'll sup it all up. You know what? He goes right to his stomach, right? He don't sweat, he don't digest his food because he only has one fat stomach. You have different animals, they digest their foods. Right? A cow has 4 stomachs. Did you know that? And they break down. Right? Could a brother look that up? They break down different things. And even though other animals have more than one stomach, like a llama has 3 stomachs, but a llama is unclean. So just because it has more than one stomach doesn't mean you can eat it. That's just an attribute that it may have, but it's not according to what the Lord said. It has to have certain attributes, right? Cloven footed, right? Cheweth not the cud, cheweth the cud. You have to know these things to be able to dive into them. And when a cow breaks down its food, it's going through this stomach, it's going through that stomach, until it gets to its body to where it has broken down, has pushed aside all of the dirt, maybe a worm or two, anything that's impure to come out that way and to be preserved in his flesh so that you can eat. Right, read.
You want the you want the stomachs of a cow?
Yeah, and give me the book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 14, Bible show.
So,
Come on, let's bring it so first.
it says the stomachs of a cow, the ruminant stomachs have 4 compartments: the rumen, the reticulum, the omasum, and the abomasum.
Right. So all of these are different parts. So we may not understand, well, why not? Why the Lord, I like pig, why I like pork? Bro, it's not up to our understanding. Even though the Lord gives us understanding, right? The Lord is saying these things for a reason, because we're a holy people. Right, you know?
That was it on that.
All right, come. You can rest that real fast. Now, you can get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Now, before we read this, sister, I'm going to ask you a question. Because you came up with one, thought process. We want to see if we can get you to lead with a whole different thought process. Do you feel like you're better than the so-called white woman?
You don't feel like I'm better than white people?
Yeah, better than all together.
I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. I feel like
better than
a
nobody?
sinner right now. I gotta do cleanse.
Okay, well, not on a spiritual level, but more on a complete level as a whole. Spiritual, physical, mental. Do you feel like you're better than them?
I don't really judge them or look at them and see if I'm better than them.
I want to see what the Lord says. You can read that?
I mean, but I think we are better than them. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Why you think we're better than them?
I mean, we are, because we God's chosen.
Yep, we're God's chosen people. Now, of course we're better than them. Look at him.
30 minutes more.
Just look at him. Just look at him. Right, of course. Of course we're better than them.
Right.
I mean, what aren't we better than them in? There's nothing that he has that I want or covet, man.
At all.
I don't even want his blood money, man.
Right.
This whole earth belongs to us.
Right.
It's nothing that he has that I want at all. I don't secretly look at anything that he has on a structural level of his body or his strength or something that he has that I can't possess or that I already have. Let's read that in the
Are we
Bible.
supposed to hate the white people?
I'm going to answer that question next.
Okay.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
I think she hit her knee.
You fell?
I think she hit her
What's
knee.
up?
Check with your little sister.
Oh,
She
wow.
stepped up the corner. I couldn't hear you.
She jammed the knee when she jumped up.
Okay, she jammed her knee. Okay. Come. Give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 33 and verse 6.
33 and 6. The book of Jeremiah chapter 33 and verse number 6. Behold, I will bring it health and cure.
Right. The Most High willing, the Lord is going to help the young sister. Right? That's a little bump, through the spirit. It happens from time to time. Look at her being strong. Look at her being strong. There you go, young sister.
Right.
There you go, young sister. Read that again.
Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them.
Right. The Most High said he's going to cure them, huh? Right? So that little knee, that little pain going to disappear in no time.
That's right.
Right? In no time. Right? That pain going to be out the door. Right? And you're going to be back to your normal self through the spirit.
That's right.
And let's go back to that precept we had. Yeah, we're going to go back to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
I got it. Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse number 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. Now the Lord said out of all the people, he chose one particular people to be chosen unto himself.
Above all people.
No, we're equal to
Above all people.
The Lord said that we're above all people. Now, when it says above all people, that means in every aspect of life. There's nothing that these nations have over us that we're not above them in. Now, when you think of brute strength and agility and speed, who do you think about? What nation?
Say that again.
When you think about natural brute strength and agility,
Oh,
speed,
Africa.
right, and all type of athletes, who do you think of?
Black people.
So-called black people. When you think of good food, you thinking ling-lings, chicken wings, man? Or do you think of grandma's sweet hidden recipe?
Grandma's soul food.
Right, grandma's food, man. Her sweet hidden recipes, man. Right? When you think of wisdom and inventions do you think of the so-called white man?
No.
I mean, what has he invented other than evil? Nothing. There you go.
That's right.
There you go. Nothing at all. What is he inventing? Nothing. Nothing.
The patent office.
He's invented nothing. You know what he does? He steals everything.
Right.
He thinks he invents it. It's some old black man somewhere in the damn attic.
Right.
They're making the 21st century, God knows what.
Right.
And he swoops down like an eagle, snatches it from the poor, and takes it and makes it global, man.
Right.
That's what he does time and time again. Don't you know they drop people off in the hood to watch their clothing and their swagger and they how they dress and their style, and they take it up to these different places? I got it. We'll rip the jeans and sell them. No, Kimberly. Kimberly, that's a stupid idea. People pay hard-earned money. But the niggers are out there cutting their jeans. The niggers are out there cutting their jeans, Kimberly. Right? So now they done put it, now they done cut all the jeans. No, you can't buy a pair of jeans and if they ain't cut, man.
Right.
You gotta search hard to get some jeans that's not cut.
That's right.
Right? You gotta go out your way, man, because these people, they steal from us.
Right.
Everything that we have. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
And there was an article I just found throughout this week. It was this so-called black man named Charles Page. He had a patent for the flying machine before the Wright brothers. He had a patent for a flying machine for the airplane before the Wright brothers did.
See that?
We came up with the airplane before them.
We came up with the airplane, the peanut butter, the doorknob, toothpaste, shoes, washing, the traffic light. We came up with all of these inventions. Don't you know we built up America? Right. The so-called black man was not here in America or just here on Earth. I'm led to believe the so-called white man would still be walking on all fours.
Right.
But you know that's in the Bible. He walked on all fours. Let's read it in the Bible. Man. We got to show you some things about this man. So when you leave here, you know without a shadow of a doubt, I'm better than them. Right. And it's not anything, well, they're just racist and they're just that. When did it become racist to tell the truth?
Right.
When was telling the truth such a bad thing?
Right.
We got to stop trying to be so politically correct.
That's right.
Right, read that. Job chapter 30 and verse 1.
It's the book of Job, chapter 30, verse 1. But now, they that are younger than I have me in derision.
Right, them that are younger than I. I mean, you may be an older black man, and then you may have a young so-called white boy. What happened in slavery? They'll tell, hey boy, get over there.
Right.
He 12 years old, calling you a boy,
Right.
and telling you to get over there. Them that are younger than I have me in derision. Read.
Whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
Hey, Job said that their fathers, he would have set with his dogs. Because they wasn't even worthy to come sit next to him. That's how dirty these nations actually are when you go into it. Their history is not a good history.
At all.
It's an evil history.
Right.
It's a wicked history. It's a history of nothing that they can actually be proud of, man. Because it's a history of stealing,
Right.
robbery,
Right.
raping,
Right.
and all type of evilness sown upon the earth that they're going to reap in due time. Read on.
Yea, whereto might the strength of their hands profit me, in whom old age was perished, for want and famine.
The Lord said for want and famine,
They were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness,
fleeing into the wilderness,
in former time desolate and waste, who cut up mallows by the bushes, and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men.
they were driven forth from among men.
They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valley, in the caves of the earth.
Now, where does the so-called white man originate from? Because the Lord said that he dwells in the caves of the earth. Do you know his original start and point? Right, well, he's from Mount Seir.
Right.
Mount Seir is a mountain. He's also from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia.
Right.
And that's where they originate and they stem out of. They're from Europe, they're from caves, and they're from all places that are from amongst land and habitation and
That's
wealth.
why they like being in the cold.
That's why they love being
Yep.
Like with slippers on and everything.
They always with that porch fit, that porch, and they sticking it in that mountain trying to climb up like this and
Right.
reach the top. What fool wanted to go to the top of Mount Everest, man? What was his mindset? Who would do something like? Would you think of something like that?
No, Everest is real.
Yeah. I mean, who would look at such a big mountain and have so much pride to say I'm a climber? And then what are you gonna do when you get to the top? Then what?
Right.
Is he gonna jump down?
Right? He didn't make it.
Right.
But then to get up there with his pride, stick his flag in it,
Right.
and then hike all the way down. That's just the pride of Esau. Right? It's the biblical name of the so-called white man. Right? But nevertheless, right, this man, it has a very dust and ashes type of heritage. While we have a high heritage. Don't you know we had princesses and kings, rulers, right? We were not the Egyptians. Right, this is not the Remember the Time Eddie Murphy video, man.
Right.
We were never Egyptians. We were never Ethiopians. We were never from all these different places in Africa that they say we are. We are the Israelites. Right. We come from the tribe of Judah, the royal tribe.
Right.
Yahweh Shah comes from the tribe of
That's
Judah.
right.
Say it again.
America.
Right, the so-called American blacks. But American black is what they call you. You're really an Israelite. Can you say Israelite? Right.
Israelite.
How your knee feeling, sister? You okay?
Bleeding.
Are you bleeding?
Oh wow, clip it. And that was a lot of blood. Come here. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna clean it. I just noticed that's a lot. Go clean it though. About to be.
All right. Feeling a little better? You able to stand on it good? All right. Mommy gonna get you home in just a little bit. We ain't gonna hold y'all out here too much longer. We're gonna give y'all two
And
more.
we enjoying the knowledge.
All praise
Right,
to the
all
Most
praises.
High. Right? All praise to the Most High. Right? So we got the dietary law. Right? We didn't finish it because you say you eat shrimp, crab, and lobsters. So we
Not
want
anymore.
Not anymore. All
Right.
Praise to the Most High.
All praise. Not anymore.
Not
For
anymore.
a season or not anymore. Period.
Period.
All praises.
Not anymore. Period.
Seafood bowls.
No more
No
seafood
bacon.
bowls. No more bacon, shrimp, crab, lobsters. None of that. Right?
Yep.
So we want to know how to dress,
No more bacon.
what to eat. Right?
Yeah, I don't got no dresses.
Well,
I
you
got
know,
dresses.
all
All
praise
I
to the
got
Most
is
High.
jeans.
Well, most high willing, when you get that next check or that other source of income, however that stream in, you could put $20 to the side, maybe go to a site or two, whatever case may be, build yourself up. We're gonna actually go to Fringes too, right? These are Fringes,
Oh, like cloths.
right? It's hymns, right at the border of our garments. We're gonna read them.
This is Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel
Who are the children of Israel? We are.
and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their
Right,
garments.
meaning command them that they make them fringes. All of the mighty brothers had fringes on the borders of their garments. Not because we just woke up and said we're going to put fringes on. We're commanded to. If we don't keep these commandments, we will be in what? Start with an S.
Sin.
Sin.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Sin brings forth what? What do you think?
Destruction.
Destruction.
That's right.
Exactly. Chaos.
See that? Make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
Right, meaning forever.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
We all have a ribbon of blue upon our borders. You know?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
For a fringe, why do you think we have to wear these? What's the significance of it? Take a wild guess.
Armor of God.
Armor of God. What do you say? Why do we have to wear fringes?
I know them. To obey God.
To keep, yep. To remember God's commandments. That's exactly why. Right, we doing?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord.
So remember. So when you go over, I say your auntie house, your sister house, and they having a crab fest, all you hear is gavels, back to back, TV cranked up loud, everybody got the music on, it's a vibe in there, everybody enjoying themselves, and you look down at your dress and you say, well, you know what, I can't eat that. No matter how hungry I am, no matter what's going on, no matter how much they defame me, laugh at me, rebuke me, right? Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 20 and verse number 11. You can start at 10. Because people are going to defame you. Once you start to walk righteous, they're going to say, you know what? You changed. Who do you think you are? They gonna get snooty.
They do that now and
They gonna turn their back on
really
you.
gonna change.
They gonna really gonna change. Read that.
Right. Jeremiah 20, verse 10.
We know.
For I heard the defaming of many.
What the Lord say?
For I heard the defaming of many.
Meaning a lot of people are gonna defame you. Could you look up that word, King? Right, that means a treacherous insult. Defame you is just hurting your feelings, man. Breaking you down. Like this, what you wearing dresses for? What you 60? Right? They pointing, laughing, joking, slandering, all type of evil. Read that.
Defame. Damage the good reputation of someone.
Now he just looked at you as a weirdo, you holier than thou. They're making games and jokes at you. Read on.
Slander or libel.
Right now they just slandering you. You can rush right there. So the Lord said, look, once you start to walk in his name, you're going to hear the slander from everybody. People at work, your friends, your associates. Boy, I got another one.
It says to damage the reputation of a person or group by saying or writing bad things about them that are not true.
Right, that are not true. Right, read that.
Jeremiah 20, verse 10. For I heard the defaming of many, fear on every side. Reports say they, and we will report it.
Right, now they're just bringing up evil reports of you, of things you never did. Right, just lying on your name. So once you start to praise the Lord and walk in these precepts and his wisdom, you're going to seem like a new person because you are a new person. And everything that they knew about that sister, and that joke they could crack, or, taking you here or going there, you're no longer that person anymore. So essentially, of course, you're not going to have anything in common. Because the Lord said, give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 11. And give me the book of Sirach chapter 13 and verse 15.
1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse number 11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company.
Not to keep company.
If any man that is called a brother be a fornicator.
The Lord said, if you got fornicating friends or fornicating people in your life, don't keep company with them. You can't have a sister that she just laying on her back all day, man. Like she watching a movie. Right, the cinema is up here. She's always on her back. Right? The Lord said, what are you doing with her? You can't be friends with these wicked people of the world and call yourself righteous. Read.
Or covetous. Or an idolater.
Man, if you just always covetous, the Lord said, let your conversation be without covetousness. So you can't be covetous and adapt yourself to these type of people of this world. You know?
Or an idolater. Or a railer. Or a drunkard. Or an extortioner.
Right? You extorting people for money. Right? You a railer. You start a fight. You get drunk. You doing all of these different things of mischief.
With such an one, know not to eat.
Meaning don't even eat with these people. Don't be cool with them. Don't come around them. Because what do you think they're going to do? They're going to corrupt you.
Right.
You have an apple that's going bad. You place another apple next to it. What's going to happen to that apple? It's going to go rot.
That's right.
And that's going to happen with those people. Right, read on.
Verse 12.
That's it on that? Okay, come. You can go. Sirach 13 and 15.
Sirach 13, verse 15. Every beast loveth his like.
The Lord said every beast loveth his like. When is the last time you seen a dolphin walking with a lion? Never. I never seen a dolphin get out of the ocean and get up on land and walk with a lion. Because they're different beasts. Right? Read that again.
Every beast loveth his like.
I mean, every beast and every man is going to love his like. Meaning, whores are going to walk with those women that do that. Like-minded women that love the Lord are going to walk with like-minded women that love the Lord. Kids are going to hang with kids. Right? If you seen a grown man with a group of kids, he's just walking with them like this, that's going to be immediately a red flag. Right?
That's right.
What the hell are you doing? And he's all giggling, and he's under the cubby at the playground. Right? He's in the cubby just giggling. Right?
Michael Jackson.
So you thinking about Michael Jackson?
Right?
Right? There's no sleepovers and slumber parties, man. That's an immediately red flag. So all the kids with the kids, the adults with the adults, right? Read.
God. And every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind.
All flesh is going to assort according to its kind. Meaning people with things in common are going to click up together, right?
And a man will cleave to his like.
A man's going to cleave to his like. Like you see a lot of stoners or weed heads, they always in that circle in that clique. They always want to smoke together. You see the crackheads. You never see a crackhead and a millionaire hanging out. The same way, when you come into this truth, you have to separate yourself from the friends and the circle you used to have so that you may click up and to be around and congregate with righteous sisters. And they all righteous sisters on the earth. You're not the only one.
That's right.
And it may feel like you're by yourself and these things, you know, are hard to do in due time, right? But nevertheless, through the mercy of the Most High and patience, you start to grow. You get that increase, right? And the Most High builds you up to that sister that He has created you to be from the foundation of the earth.
That's right.
Right? Give me the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse number 17.
Second Corinthians chapter 5 and verse number 17.
You know.
Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature.
Right, he's new. So you can't be in Christ and be in the Lord and still have them same tendencies and be that old sister that you used to be. Because then you would be a hypocrite. Right? You would be acting like you're something and keeping something, wearing this, wearing that, eating that, talking this way, clicking that, but you're actually not doing the things that are written. Right, we doing?
All things are passed away.
That meaning your old life, your old habits, your old tendencies, your old speech, it's all in the past. We don't?
Behold, all things are become new.
All things will become new. What becomes new from tonight moving on to tomorrow? You tell us.
Not eating stuff I used to eat. Well, not eating seafood, not eating pork.
You
Not
can eat. You
knocking
can eat.
on a lot of doors like I used to. Not doing that anymore. A lot of things. Dressing a certain way, talking to my daughter a certain way. Gotta read my word a lot. I wasn't doing that many doors, probably about 2, but I'm not gonna do that no more.
Right. No doors.
No doors.
Right. No doors. Right. You know what? You wait like a princess.
That's right.
And guess what the Most High is going to give you? All of your increase of the things that you want.
right.
Give me the book of Matthew chapter 7 verse 7. The Lord said, knock and ye shall receive, man. He will answer through the Spirit. But you got to have faith in that. A lot of people don't have faith.
Right.
And their lack of faith is going to lead them to a frantic-like mindset to cleave unto the things that are in front of them instead of waiting for your true reward. Right, read that.
Matthew chapter 7 verse 7. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find.
Right, but you got to seek it with a sincere spirit. You want to seek it in covetousness. Right? Yeah. So the things that we are going over, before you leave, we want you to recap on what you learned. So when you leave, we got to, all right, well, this sister, she got it. She on her way. She done took the first step, right, amongst many, up to righteousness.
So already I automatically say, as far as me greeting, me being money hungry, constantly wanting money, gambling, messing with people, dealing with people to get money, all of that stuff, don't want to do that.
Don't want to do it, or you're not going to do it?
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I gotta have faith. I gotta trust that God going to provide. I don't have to have my hand out and ask nobody for nothing.
Can you
He's
say
done it before.
real fast before? The Most High's name is Yahweh.
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 And the Son's name is Yahweh Shah.
So God is Yahweh and Jesus is Yahweh Shah.
There you go.
That's right.
I had to write that word down.
So when you pray to the Most High. What's the Most High's name?
Yahweh. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And you pray through His Son.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
It's saying Yahweh, but just put Shah at the end.
Oh, Yahweh Shah.
There you go. It's
So
that easy.
Shah's son, Yahweh Shah. Okay.
Shah.
Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Okay. Yahweh.
Same name, Shah at the end.
Okay.
Yahweh Shah, Yahweh. All right, so you pray to the Most High. What's the Most High's name?
Yahweh.
And His Son's name?
Yahweh Shah.
There you go.
That's right.
I remember this thing.
Right, see? He on fire. And they gonna get on you. I know they gonna get on you in the house.
Yeah.
Mom, you're a hypocrite. Put that down.
Yep,
Like, she gonna get on you.
She do that all the time with about
She
everything.
gonna get on you, and that's a blessing.
Don't gamble, mommy.
Yeah, don't gamble.
What's happening today? Sorry.
Because guess what? You may lose, and the Lord take everything from you.
That's right.
And when He take everything from you, you're gonna remember this conversation.
Yeah.
You don't want to be
Do
led
y'all have
back
a
to
church
that.
that y'all go to? Like,
We do have a church. It's on the way, right? It's in the making.
oh, okay. Well,
Right,
y'all just
Lord.
be down here every day.
We be down not every day. But we be down here on a Sabbath, and we're gonna get what the Sabbath means.
So on Sabbath, is that the seventh day?
That is the seventh
the
day.
day?
We're gonna read it. All right, let's go to the mighty book of Exodus,
That was smart.
chapter 20 and verse 3. Now, before we get into it, we want to explain something.
Oh, yeah.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse number 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
Now the Sabbath day is the 7th day. It's the most holiest day. Right?
Yeah, come on.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
Right, 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right, so the Lord said you can work for 6 days. Meaning whatever you want to do, you can get it done. Wash the dishes, mow the lawn, go out bowling, whatever the case may be. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
But on the 7th day, you can't do no work at all. I mean, not even taking out the trash. I mean, if it's dishes in the sink, you gotta leave them. You cannot bear any burdens to where you having any work, and especially servile work or work for hire. You know?
In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son,
Nor thy sons, meaning all your children, all your nephews, your cousins. Read.
nor thy daughters, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Right.
For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is.
Right.
And rested the 7th day. Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day, and
He did what?
Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day.
He blessed the Sabbath day.
That's
the
right.
Sabbath day is from Friday night to Saturday sundown. The Sabbath starts and the day starts when the sun goes down. Did you know that?
I said it's either Saturday or Sunday.
But did you know when the sun goes down, it's actually a new day and not when the sun comes up?
Is that 2 o'clock?
Right. Oh no, I didn't know that.
Right, but that's what the Lord says. Man tells you when the sun comes up, it's a new day. How can the day start and the damn sun coming up? That really don't make any sense. When the sun comes down, it's setting and it's beginning of a new day until that dusk of that dawn, until the sun comes up, till it comes back down. That's how the Most High evaluates and goes through time. Right, we doing?
Because at nighttime at 12 p.m. the sun is up, still down, but it's still a new day.
Right, there you go. Right, wise words.
You go after this verse I got you.
All right, we're going to give you the verse that counts.
Okay.
We're going to give you the verse that's going to go like this.
Okay.
Right? You said 2 verses, right? Yeah, I think I heard you
Go
say
right
2
ahead,
verses. I think I heard you say 2 verses.
Right.
Give me the book of Sirach, chapter 21 and 14. And give me the book of Matthew 19.
The book of Sirach, chapter 22 and verse 14.
Now hold this. Now, sister, everything we went over is literally this verse right here. This is what it's supposed to do to you. Read it.
What is heavier than lead, and what is the name thereof?
21 and 14. 22.
I'm back.
14. Come. What is heavier than lead?
Right?
No, 22. I read it. 22 and 14. What is heavier than lead, and what is the name thereof but a fool?
Read.
Sand and salt and a mass of iron is easier to bear than a man without understanding.
Rush right there. We'll bring that up.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 16. And behold, one came and said unto him, Good master, what good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life?
What good thing must I do to inherit eternal life? That's the $1 million question. Don't we all want eternal life? Right? We don't?
And he said unto him, Why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
Right, there's none good but one. Right? We don't?
That is the Most High. But if thou wilt enter into life, keep the commandments.
Do what you want to do.
Keep the commandments.
Do what you want to do.
Keep the commandments.
Keep the commandments. If you want everlasting life, you got to keep the commandments. 22 and 19.
Sirach chapter 22 and verse 19. He that pricketh the eye will make tears to
The
fall,
Lord said if somebody pricks your eye, you're going to have tears to fall. Right?
and he that pricketh the heart,
If your heart gets pricked, meaning, damn, I was wrong. I did this. I'm supposed to be moving in this spirit. Oh, I've been knocking on too many doors. I haven't been wearing my fringes. I haven't been putting on a dress. I haven't been teaching my children the way I should. I've been in Christianity. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. The Lord said, once your heart gets pricked,
make it to show her knowledge.
make it to show her knowledge. So as you continue to read and learn, it's gonna hurt you, and it's gonna feel like, damn, like I gotta leave my family, that's wicked. I gotta start new friends. I gotta dress different, whole new what I eat. But it's all to show her knowledge and build you up to grow. So last question, how do you get everlasting life? Keeping the what? As a what?
Israelite.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. Well, we're gonna give you our flyer. Check this out. If y'all want to get in contact with us, this is all our social media, and this is our email. And I answer the email personally.
Okay.
Right. So if you want to ask any questions, whatever the case may be, you can reach out. You know, brothers have wives. We can get our wives in contact with you. Right. Whatever you want. You know, through the spirit, we got a sisterhood. Right. We can connect you with the sisters.
Okay, I want to be connected with the sisters.
All
I'll reach
praises to the
out.
Most High. Y'all get home safe.
All right.
Take care of that knee, little sister. All right, take care.
All right,
All praise
shalom.
to the Most High.
All praise.
All praise to the Most High. Right. And that's what we want to see, man. Right, that was well worth it through the spirit.
Yeah.
Right, to see that sister come up and hear the words of God for that long.
Right.
She had to be up here for at least an hour. Right, submissively hearing the words of God, man, with her children. Right, and it's not a lot of females that do that.
Right.
You know, a lot of females are too busy doing their own lust and pleasures with this world and not taking heed to the commandments of the Most High. Right, so Most High willing that sister takes that flyer. Not only does she take it, she dives into it.
Right.
Takes full advantage of all the resources on her that she can grow through the spirit, man. So
That's
all
right.
praise to the Most High. Give me the book of James, chapter 5. It started 17.
The book of James, chapter 5 and verse number 17.
Bring it out.
Elias was a man subject to like passions as we are. And he prayed earnestly that it might not rain. And it rained not on the earth by the space of 3 years and 6 months. And he prayed again, and the heaven gave rain, and the earth brought forth her fruit. Brethren, if any of you err from the truth, and one convert him, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death.
Right, and that's the whole reason why we out here, man.
That's right.
To save a soul from death. Right, we don't.
And shall hide a multitude of sins.
Right, all praise to the Most High. So if that sister comes up, right, and we see her with Fringes on one day, right, she got a husband next time, right, she on fire for the Most High, right. I was a sister that got the word. She on all of the comments now, man. Right, she done waxed mighty through the spirit. Right, that's all praise to the Most High. The Most High is going to give the increase.
Right.
Let's go to the book of First Corinthians, chapter 3, and verse number 6.
1 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse number 6.
Bring it out.
I have planted, Apollos watered, but the Most High gave the increase.
Right, you may plant, right, another brother may water, right, you may give the sense of that you're an Israelite, another brother expounds on it and waters that increase of what it is through the spirit. Hey, but the Lord is going to give that ultimate growth.
That's right.
He's going to give that what that sister needs for her to grow up and this thing to be on fire, man.
Right.
And many sisters have been on fire. Judith have been on fire, man. Right, Judith's spirit was way stronger than a lot of men that are on the earth right now with Fringes on. Right, so I mean, the Most High can have that woman take root and grow tremendously, man. Esther, Martha, Mary, all these accounts are written for our learning sake. Give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse number 13.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
Yahweh shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, war. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace.
What the Lord say?
I have long time holding my peace.
We all shall say.
I have long time holding my peace. Read. I have been still and refrained myself. Now when I cry like a travailing woman, I will destroy and devour. And what?
Warm yourself.
Warm yourself.
Warm yourself.
Warm yourself.
Warm yourself.
Warm yourself.